Oh boy, it's been a while since we've talked about this, isn't it? Let's go over one of the biggest stories of the Philadelphia Flyers in 2023-2024. It regards one of their top goal-scoring prospects and the unfortunate departure that he had from the team that he was on. No, we're not talking about Matvei Michkov and his departure from SKA. We're talking about Cutter Gauthier and his departure from the Philadelphia Flyers themselves. Yeah, nice segue, you know? Kind of funny that those descriptions apply to both of these prospects, but Cutter Gauthier is currently an Anaheim Ducks prospect, and he is indeed signed. So he probably will make his debut with the team sometime this season, and then he'll get sent down or he'll stick around. Either way, he's a pretty good prospect. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He can score a ton of goals. But when the Philadelphia Flyers drafted this guy all the way back in the 5th overall spot 2 years ago, Flyers fans thought they would be getting him for their squad. Unfortunately, he wanted out. He was not willing to sign a contract with the Flyers last season, and it resulted in a big drama that pushed itself into the upcoming year. We saw him get traded, and it was a big deal, and then there were the comments made and everything in between. But ultimately, when it comes to Cutter Gauthier, we have ourselves some new comments that he made heading into this offseason, talking about the Philadelphia Flyers. So let's go out there and read the latest article on the Philadelphia Inquirer. Take a look at this. Cutter Gauthier is pumped to play the Philadelphia Flyers this upcoming season. The Flyers sent the 20-year-old center? I don't know about that. Who requested a trade to the Ducks. He'll make his return to Philadelphia on January 11th, 2015. The article opens up by talking about how the schedules were released and how we now know where these NHL teams are gonna, see their road trips and everything, so you can plan everything out for the next year if you want to do that. But it talks about the Philadelphia and Anaheim game that will be coming to town on the 11th. At Ducks development camp, Gauthier shared his thoughts on the matchup. It's going to be an exciting game, Gauthier told the Hockey News. I'm pumped for it. With everything that happened, obviously I want to play well and do my thing. Now that is very... that's interesting. Now, of course, he's a guy that's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a young guy. He's an ambitious guy. So comments like these are not surprising, but it is kind of interesting to note how Cutter Gauthier is speaking out saying, yeah, I want to play these guys. I want to do my job. I want to pwn these guys. Okay, he didn't use that word, but I'm paraphrasing here. He wants to do well. He wants to do his thing. He wants to show the Philadelphia Flyers that he's still got what it takes. And in a way, I feel like it's kind of unnecessary to say that, because it's like, yeah, of course. I mean, the Flyers drafted you 5th overall. What do you think? They think you're a bum? No, they think you're great. And they got a whole bunch of valuable stuff for you in the trade. Jamie Drysdale, awesome. Other assets involved there in the trade as well. But, Cutter Gauthier getting traded obviously wasn't because the Philadelphia Flyers gave up on him and they thought he was bad. It's because he specifically wanted out. So I don't really understand that sentiment where it's like, yeah, I want to prove to them. I want to be amazing against them. Of course, you can do that, but, at the same time, right? Let's go out there and read some of the extra comments published in this article, because what the Inquirer does is they take some of the comments made by Gauthier after the trade went down as to why he wanted out. It wasn't one specific reason why I asked for a trade, Gauthier told local media after everything went down. It was multiple, recurring issues that I had seen over the past year and a half. 2 years of being under the Flyers' radar. It kind of hit me at once, thinking, I can't move forward with this, and I really need to step up for myself and see what's best for my future. And that's what I did. Now, without any definite, spelt out, word-for-word, verbatim reasons that he gives out, it's really difficult to fill in the dots here. This could mean a number of things. Oh, he doesn't like the direction the Philadelphia Flyers are going down as an organization. He doesn't like the people in the organization. He doesn't like the players that he might play with. He doesn't like the executives. He doesn't like the vibes from the coaching staff. There are so many things that you could imply there, but of course, Cutter Gauthier, I guess he's smart enough to not go out there and say, oh, I wanted a trade because I don't like this guy, or these players, I don't like their style, or whatever. It's not really beneficial to anybody for him to label out why it is he asked for a trade, but the way he says it is not just, oh, I felt like I couldn't fit here. Oh, I needed to change the scenery. Oh, I wanted to be in Anaheim instead of Philadelphia, location-wise. Oh, I wanted to play with my friends. Like, it's not that. It's like, hey, multiple reasons, in particular, where he concludes that he really wouldn't be able to progress in that system. That's very bizarre, in a way. And it also kind of feels like, hey, could you say that Cutter Gauthier himself gave up on Philadelphia? This isn't a situation where it's like the Flyers gave up on him, but maybe it was the other way around. And I already recognize, like, we had talked about Gauthier in the past before the entire trade drama went down. When Cutter Gauthier did not sign his ELC with the Philadelphia Flyers 1 year ago in September, we did make a video about that. We said, hey, he's not attending training camp. Hey, he's not signing. What is with that? A lot of Flyers fans were a little bit weirded out, but for the most part, cooler heads prevailed, and there were reasonable explanations saying, oh, the guy wants to focus on his craft, he wants to focus on his team, he doesn't want to be influenced or tossed into the mix of NHL stardom and rotation right away. But after the comments came out and him saying that he felt like he couldn't progress with the team, etc., it's like, okay, he just did not already vibe with Philadelphia so quickly. Like, it took him a year for things to get fishy and inevitably get to a point where he gets traded and everything goes down, right? So for this timeline to go down this path where it's like, yeah, Cutter Gauthier really gave up quickly on the Philadelphia Flyers and what they're trying to build, it is kind of interesting how he goes out there to the media and says, yeah, I'm very excited to play them, I want to show off against them, I want to kind of stick it to them. And I'm mostly curious as to how Philadelphia Flyers fans are going to react to this. What are your opinions about Cutter Gauthier? Do you think about this guy still? Do you consider the possibilities or what else your team could have done to not turn this relationship sour? Like, what could the Philadelphia Flyers have done to just keep Cutter Gauthier around? What could they have done differently that would have made him want to stay instead of request a trade? Is it the coaching staff? Is it the extra players around him? Is it the role? Is Cutter Gauthier afraid, like, oh, Matvei Michkov, Tyson Forrester, Bobby Brink, these guys are all goal-scoring younger guys, and I will not have an opportunity to break out onto that scene. Owen Tippett, Joel Farabee, lots of guys that can put the puck at the back of the net, and if that's sort of the trend that they're going down, I don't want to be a part of that, because I will not have an opportunity to be my best in that system. So what? You go over to the Anaheim Ducks, where you're going to be playing with Leo Carlsson and Mason McTavish. Okay, that's kind of the same thing, but maybe not to the same magnitude, of course. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. How do you respond to the Cutter Gauthier comments on the Philadelphia Flyers? How does this make you feel to see him go out there and talk about it into the media during training camp, and how it seems to still be a pretty hot topic here? Anaheim Ducks fans, of course, are super happy with this because Jamie Drysdale, I would say that his role on the Ducks wasn't really necessary anymore because of all the other extra talented right-handed offensive defensemen they had. But Cutter Gauthier fits like a glove with that system. Pat Verbeek likes players like these, so it works out in more ways than one. But at the end of the day, there still are some pretty big scars left behind with the Philly Flyers, and I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about them. What's your take? The comment section is your floor. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.